Welcome to the Mischief. Okay. Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen.
I'm Kashcah.
And we're here today to tell you about several changes to the Mischief of Mice community. There are 4 main topics, the first one being our Patreon rewards and levels. They are changing, and not for the worse, they're changing for the much better. People are going to get better accesses, more stuff, and hopefully have a lot more fun with it and enjoy it. We're hoping that people will like the changes to it, and as well as just enjoy the more access that they'll be granted. Mm-hmm. That being said...
we were approached by a group of people who, first of all, before I explain what they did, I want to thank them very much, because what they have done is enable us to get back to focusing on our original Patreon, what we wanted to do with Patreon originally. But before I get too far ahead, thank you very much to Nirvar, Luck, and Zalu. What you guys have done has enabled us to make these changes, and we appreciate all the work that you do and what you're doing every day very much. So thank you. But what they have done is offered to take on managing and maintaining the servers for us. This has enabled us, as I said, to get back to focusing on what we originally wanted to do with Patreon, which is like have a more diverse kind of group of rewards instead of just server access. What we found was that we were focusing so much on like who had access to what server and what version of the pack it was running and all these crazy details that we got completely away from what we originally wanted to do with Patreon. So we are now back into the more creative side of the rewards, which I really love. So thank you very much.
And with all that, we also have...
joined communities with RoraxPlays. So Rorax is very kindly, we think it's a fantastic idea, and you may have seen this already on her channel, because she put a video out explaining what was going on. Mm-hmm. The 2 communities are on the same group of servers now. So this means a larger pool of people, for patrons to play with. So it means there's more folks on the servers. Just hopefully that means more fun, right? It's always more fun for me when there's a larger group to play with. Thank you very much to Rorax for agreeing to this crazy idea and putting up with our shenanigans.
Indeed. Second topic.
It's actually related to the first one.
Merchandise. There you go. That's much better than me trying to stand on my tiptoes. Now, by merchandise, it's not like we're trying to ram this stuff down your throat or anything, but we have had a lot of people asking us for something, and we thought instead of just like taking up on some of those options to click and people can get something with a logo on it, then instead we wanted to personalize it and handcraft as much of it as we could, and then sell those to you guys so that you know that it's made by us as much as possible. Now, there may be a couple items that we just thought were really cool and have access to and don't have the means to make yet by ourselves, but we feel that the stuff that we've got currently, it will be expanding over time as we get used to learning to make new things. But currently we at least have things like t-shirts and whatnot on there, and hopefully you'll enjoy the stuff on there. It's going to be hosted on Etsy.
Etsy, yeah. So Val and I have always been kind of makers, and this is what I was talking about earlier when I say that it allows us to be a bit more creative with our Patreon rewards. So we've always been kind of makers, been into creating stuff ourselves, and we have, as Val so kindly modeled, been screen printing shirts. We've also got some sweatshirts that we're working on, all kinds of stuff that I won't go into here because, like Val said, we don't want to push it in your face. But we are doing this on Etsy because they are handmade. This does mean 2 things. First of all, as Val mentioned, they are created with love and care by our own 2 hands, well, 4 hands to each. But this also means that occasionally there will be imperfections, right? We're not manufacturing, machine printing craziness. It's the 2 of us. So this means that there will be imperfections and things might take a little bit longer to get to you because we are hand making them as you order them. So that's why we thought it would be good to do it on Etsy, because Etsy is like home of the handmade stuff. Some things on the roof. That's okay. But anyway, here is the link.
Oh, brother. You love taunting me with editing. All right, so as you'll see the link above for that. But you can also find several other links that are applicable to everything we're talking about down below. What I'm calling the doobly-doo.
The doobly-doo. Thank you, Michael.
Yes, thank you. So let's move on to topic number 3.
This one's all you.
And this one's more... No, it's not me. It's half me. Maybe a little bit some other people. And that is the ROM Podcast. Several of you have already seen that we've started a new series. It's basically a podcast with myself and Epic Squid. I am the co-host. He is the host. And we're running it on the Mischief of Mice Twitch channel live Wednesday evenings in the UK. I believe it's Thursday mornings in Australia, to give an idea for you guys. And it's usually after my usual stream time. About midnight UK time, if you really want to look that up. But that we talk about regularly, occasionally modding, and that's what ROM Podcast stands for, basically. Any kind of modding in general, but we do have a primary focus on Minecraft. We also end up having a few guests here and there, and it is currently available on Anchor FM, as well as Spotify now. If you guys wanted to check it out and see some old episodes, or you don't even have to see the episodes. We just usually run some kind of slideshow during the Twitch broadcast if you have something to look at. But otherwise, if you wanted to just listen to it, we do try to keep the best audio quality as we can. And we've already had a few guests on there as it is. So please feel free to join us. And that leads us into topic number 4.
Yep. See this thing behind us. All of this.
This is our Croft.
Well, it's not ours yet. We'll get into that in a sec.
There's several.
We're trespassing.
The missives are concluded. So we basically, for those that have followed us in the past, we did have an interest in a croft, or similarly a smallholding or a farm. For those that are unfamiliar with that term. We've tried purchasing one in the past. That absolutely fell through at the last minute. It was horrible.
It was really nasty. Got a horrible email while I was at the airport. Anyway.
So, moving on from that, though, we found a new place. And this one is equally fantastic, if not better. And
I think it's better.
Yep. So we are going to be documenting this as well as telling you guys about it if you have an interest. But we're not going to be keeping it on the main gaming channel because we feel that it's not quite related directly. And to some people, they might just see it as like a big interruption. So that's where Kashcah is pretty much going to have a lot of the information on her stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be like on her Twitch channel or her YouTube channel. You can check out the Discord chat that we have for that as well. There will be, as before, links down below in the doobly-doo. And you guys can follow our progress on this because we're at stage 1 of 4 just for getting this place kind of up in shipshape so we can get into it.
Yeah, so we've got, we're actually just basically in paperwork hell at the moment. So it's going to be a long wait before we actually get to start working on this craziness. Mm-hmm. But there is, fantastic potential here that Valen and I both see. And we can't wait to get started on it. We've got all kinds of plans for what to do. It's a fairly small croft, just a small chunk of land, but we've got so many plans of what we want to do with it. Mm-hmm. I'll be posting videos on my YouTube channel as we begin kind of more of the exciting stuff, because right now, it's just waiting for applications to be processed and all that crap. Nothing right now, unless of course we suddenly get some information, but nothing right now. But look forward to it in the future. And always the Discord channel or chat channel that we have as part of Mischief should have regular updates and information on there as well. Maybe in the future as well, we might have some Patreon stuff related to this. Maybe. How amazing would that be? But anyway, that's in the future. So, with that, I think that pretty much wraps things up. Maybe we'll give you guys a quick view out the one of the front doors. I mean, there aren't... The front door? Yeah, there is a door in one of the openings, but not all of them. So, please forgive me as I move you guys around. And hopefully not blind you.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen,
I'm Kashcah.
and we're here today to tell you about the traffic that is currently passing us by.
There's a car coming.
It's really just the same car going back and forth. Come on.
And this motorbike going by.
Oh my god. On Wednesday evening. What the heck? They died? Oh no, they're not. Ooh.
They're not dying.
Okay.
Moving along. You're like doing an Oompa Loompa dance. What is this?
This is outtakes. That's what this is.